How many of you know that sometimes God will lead you into a wilderness season and you look up and how did I get here? Is Jesus enough? Here's 3 things that I'm going to talk about tonight that the wilderness will produce or cause. The wilderness will cause hunger. The wilderness will cause thirst. And the wilderness can cause desperation. How many of us know we have a very real enemy in the spiritual realm called Satan? The devil is very real. There are a lot of people that do not believe that. You walk along with the Lord enough and you'll find that he's real. He'll feed you to keep you. He'll offer whatever it takes to allow you to feel full so that you can set up camp right there where you are. And if he can keep you full, even temporarily, enough to distract us from the freedom that God has for us, he's won. I need to make sure that I am not satisfying my flesh as opposed to waiting for God to satisfy my soul. He says, listen, you can't live just on bread alone. You can't experience true life that God intends for you to experience just on food, just on physical food, because you can eat that food and you'll be hungry in a few hours. And he says, but the words that proceed from the mouth of God, they are eternal and they will feed your soul. Is the word enough? Can your soul be satisfied in your wilderness season? If you would receive living water, you would never thirst again. In other words, your soul would never be dry. You can experience a wilderness season and still have enough hydration for your soul. I want you to be filled with living water so the Spirit would permeate you and your life would be a display or a demonstration of the power of the Spirit of God. How many of us ever been in a tough situation and we turn to something other than prayer? We turn to something other than the word. I gotta go get a drink, calm my nerves. I gotta go hit something real quick. Is Jesus enough when you're thirsty? Only the wilderness can teach me to thirst for God. Only the wilderness can teach me to hunger for God. Only the wilderness can teach me to stand and show my allegiance to worshiping him alone. Only in the wilderness will you decide tonight if Jesus is enough.